Hello and welcome to Scrapping on the Fly. My name is Kristen and it's Sunday, so I am here with Scraplift Crafternoon, a hop where a group of my friends get together, we find inspiration, and we scraplift it. And this one is by Amanda, and her information will be below in the description box. And these are the pictures I'm going to document. One of my grandson figuring out or learning how to roll over. I'm using Discover and Create by Vicki Booten as my collection. And I've got the mixed media paper pad as well as a 6x8. I've got a sticker book. I've got the puffies. I've got the word phrases, the alphas, the sticker sheet, all the things. I've got lots of ephemera bits and the little like icons. So I'm hoping to get a few things used on this layout. I have plenty of papers and things to go with this collection. So I've got my papers, my embellishments, I've got my pictures, and this very lovely layout. So let's see how this goes. So first things first, instead of doing all the mixed media that she has on the background, I am using a mixed media paper. Not necessarily because I'm wanting to cut corners or not use mixed media, but I have done a lot of mixed media lately, and I keep forgetting to pull these mixed media papers out. I have got to start using them more often. So I loved this one. The coloring was really good. I wanted to get some, like I said, of these papers used. So I pulled that out, and then I used this orange to map my smaller picture and this purpley blue color to map my bigger one. Now she has a frame around her larger picture. I don't have frames with this collection, so I decided that I would put it right in the middle of the 6x8 paper and just tear around and kind of give the same concept of the frame that she has. Now hers is like a lovely, fancy frame that you would hang up on your wall, but I felt like this still draws the attention and kind of gives it that framed look. So we're going to go with that. I do have tons of other collections, Simple Stories collections and stuff that have frames with them, but this is the collection that had the wordy bits that I wanted to work with, and so this is what we're going with. Now I am going to move that background paper probably 30 times. You don't have to watch me move it 30 times, but I think I turned it around and around and around, moving the picture over and over and over again, trying to figure out the best way. Now, I'm not going to make you watch me pick all of my embellishments because it took me a minute or two, more than, to get them. This whole sheet's going to be practically covered in embellishments because I'm trying to use the things. So here is the cut to, and here I am over and over. I'm still going to move it. I'm trying to figure out, I was thinking originally I wanted the circles up in the top right corner where there is that little embellishment space. But when I decided to use this purple banner that goes up in the corner, I decided that I wanted it to be empty. And that way I'll have the title in the bottom left. I'll have the two circular features that are already on this layout in the top left and the bottom right. And then I'll have this little purple banner up here in the top right corner. And I am going to put something up there, but not really much. Because there's not, she's got like an embellishment and some things up there. But I am going to put a little something up there. And actually, it's kind of like a little title. I think it says something about Christmas on it. I have the layout right in front of my face. It says Merry Christmas. Gosh, I'm so sorry. Anyway, so I have chosen like all the florals that go with the oranges and the bluey purple colors. And I've got some butterflies and a bird. Is there a specific reason? Nah, not really. I chose the colors because they were going to work the best with this paper I chose. What makes me kind of like sit back and scratch my head is I was looking through the Discover and Create paper pad 6x8 and the 12x12, and there is nothing of this pinkish red color over here on the right side. Nothing. None of the embellishments, none of the stickers, nothing. No red, no pink. It's not there. Why is it on this paper? I don't care. And I think it helps just like have a pop of color that's, or whatever, but it's just so strange. And I just was a little confused about that, but it's fine. But yeah, I had gone looking to see if I could find like a paper to mat the smaller picture on that was that pink, and I couldn't. So, But anyway, so I just tuck all these florals in over here on the left side. I tuck a little floral underneath the two pictures over towards the right side. And then I put this feather and the butterfly up here on the top of the little picture. Now, I am going to put my title in the bottom corner. It's a large title, says First Christmas. I didn't want to use or have in this collection anything large like that. I did almost use this little wordy phrase that says, proud of how far you have come. And it's super appropriate considering he is trying to learn how to roll over. He's just turned 6 months old, 2 days before this picture. And he's doing a very lovely job. I am very proud of him. He's doing, great things. But it doesn't really fit with everything I've got going on here. Had I not done all those florals, maybe I could have put it in that corner. But I did decide I would use a bit of the alphas and then a word from the puffy words. And so it says roll on handsome. And I thought that was pretty appropriate. I did put this little word bit on here that says mindset because he just has to decide he's ready to do it, and that's fine. And then up here in the corner, what I do put on here, it says memories in motion. Thought that was pretty appropriate. And then this wordy bit I decided I really wanted says find joy in the simple things and life will always be fulfilling. And I think just attempting to roll for the first time, and when he did most of the work and then his Auntie Courtney helped him with like the last little push, like adjusted his arms so he'd like kind of flop over, and he looked up at me with this face like, oh, did you see what just happened? And so of course I took plenty of pictures. I've got video, all the things. I do some journaling up here on top of the banner, just something simple, just as Courtney teaching AJ how to roll over himself. And then I put 6 months underneath his picture, and I put the date underneath the little picture. I was going to put it up there in the groove of where one of those tear spots in the background paper, that frame that I've created, but I didn't want it up there. I thought I would put it down underneath. And that is it. I really do love the way that this turned out. I love how bright and bold it is. And I'm super excited to get another memory documented. And I love this picture. His little face is just, I'm sorry. I have an addiction to this sweet little baby. And I've done a lot of not him layouts lately. So, and I did a lot of him in March. So it's kind of strange I think this is one of the first ones I've done this month. And I think that it's the 13th of April. I am currently probably just home from the beach by the time you see this. Or maybe I got home yesterday. We'll see. So I wanted to get everything done beforehand. But anyway, I would love it if you'd give me a thumbs up if you like this video and or my layout. Please go check all the lovely ladies who I scrap lift with every week. And definitely go check out Amanda. Her information will be listed below in the description box. Hope you'll check out that playlist. I'd love you to subscribe if you haven't already. Thanks for hanging out with me today. Have a great day. Hope you get a chance today to do something you love with someone you love. And happy scrapping.